women's movement came out, hit New Zealand, a lot of retreats began for women because the need was horrendous. They closed down the mental hospitals in New Zealand, discovering that 80% of the women in the hospitals were only there because they'd been sexually abused or raped. So we had this tremendous flood of women back into the community without any healing or help. And if they couldn't afford therapy, then they were stranded. So a lot of places did spring up. And it was a worldwide thing too in the Western world. And so we thought, well, the retreat would be a place where there could be healing for women. Women would come and it would be entirely for women, so it would be safe. We knew it was Te Wahi Ora, and that means a healing place. But when I checked it out with a member of the tangata whenua, she thought for a long time and then she said, oh, it's just perfect because it means a place to belong to while moving into wholeness. And that's really what we are about.
So what kind of women come now?
Well, I suppose we have ones that are so busy that they need a holiday, and they just come and they might sleep for the first 24 hours. They're not even interested in coming for meals. They want the meals brought to them and they just eat, put the tray outside and go back to bed again. And we think that's wonderful. And the second one is having difficulties. It may be losing their sense of self. It may be that they are having difficulty within the family. How do you stay on top of a situation? And they're not staying on top. Something's happening that is distressing them. And they want to come, they want to walk the beach, they want to sit up on Lion Rock, just quietly thinking, be nurtured with good food and good sleeps, no responsibility. And they may also want spiritual direction or counselling, and they're the ones who are often thrilled at the experience of coming back into themselves, feeling that they can face life again, that they have got some practical ideas about how to manage things, because they themselves are feeling much more empowered, much more sense of their own purpose, their value. And then we have those who are not well. They are sometimes referred here, and sometimes they can get some funding for here. They may be caring for others who are not well. And then we have another group who are unwell, but they've been unwell for so long that they're broke and they need assistance financially. And so we have a system whereby 6 women pay, I think it's just under $300 a month collectively, to enable those sort of women to come.
Have you heard stories that make it worthwhile? If you look back and you look at your 27 years here being the guardian.
A mother grappling with the death of her children and wondering if that's the end for her, but then coming back, realizing actually there is a life still possible, and she starts to move into it. She finds women supporters, others who are going through tough times, even though they may be quite different. And she ends up having a wonderful future with grandchildren and with grandchild and great-grandchildren. And then there's others who have not been well, and yet have become well over the years and have been able to hold down a job, might not be full-time but part-time, have even been able to get themselves a house, pay off a mortgage, and live a very fulfilling life. And then you have others who don't have dramatic stories, but they are real ones. They are like the overwhelm. I've got to be on top of being a wife and on top of being a mother, or on top of working and on top of looking after the house, and it's just overwhelm. And they come and walk the beach, climb Lion Rock, they have sessions, they talk with other women, they have rest, and the next thing you know, they are shaping the sort of life that is going to support them and the sort of life that they enjoy, instead of this grueling slog that women have seemed to have had for 8,000 years, because it's now got confidence that the feminine energy is of value. It is not, oh, you're so emotional, or oh, here we go, intuition again. Oh, you are so weak. Oh, you do look lovely though. It's just nice looking at you. It's like women are saying, we have something. The feminine energy is the other half of the planet's divine nature, and it needs to be fully expressed.
What does the Wahi Ora need from people out there?
We need to have people who are paid to do a really important and a very big job. We need to treble our donors, a number of donors, in order to get a part-time manager.
$10 per month,
Yes.
and it would work optimally if it was 400 women.
That's
doing this.
right, yes.
You have 70.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so, of course, that's not enough, but it gave us enough confidence to go ahead and get a full-time worker. It meant that she had to leave her home, sell up, come and live in Piha. So it was a big deal. And so therefore one had to say there will be money, there will be a salary. And so that gave us the confidence, the 70 people donating gave us the confidence to go ahead. Well, that has meant, of course, that we could trade more. We could keep it open for 7 days a week, which meant women could come when they needed help. Whereas before I would have to close down at certain times just to have a breather. We just need to see that the donors, the number of donors increasing. And yes,
Well,
we can go ahead.
either the number of donors or people realizing that $10 a month is really 2 cups of coffee. And that maybe 1 cup a week is not an outrageous thought.
Well, yes, and there are those who do more than the $10. The $10 means that every woman really has a chance to join in. And those who join in, they do get a kick out of being part of the scene. I could see